Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome to the new Flick Cave. Things look a little bit different. There are some boxes sitting in front of me. I'm still unpacking, and I got a cherry Coke right there. But with all that said, let's talk about the new movie 22 Jump Street. Now before my intro pops up, a few years back I reviewed the movie 21 Jump Street, and I did some weird shit in that video, and I just thought I'd show you. Here it goes.
Oh, Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Tough Guy, you know what I used to do to guys like you in prison?
So anyway, let's talk about 22 Jump Street, which is essentially the same movie as 21 Jump Street. Plot point for plot point. But you know what I respect about this movie? It openly admits that. This is one of the most self-aware movies I've ever seen in my life. 22 Jump Street makes fun of Hollywood and all the bullshit sequels we get nowadays and how there's no original ideas left. Now let's talk about the two main stars of the movie, and that's Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. Now a few years ago, if you asked me if I like Channing Tatum, I'd be like, fuck no. But after watching movies like 21 Jump Street, you get the sense that he's a likable guy, and like ever since I'm like, yeah, I guess I am a Channing Tatum fan. And I never thought I'd say that a few years ago. I watched Magic Mike. I didn't hate it. Does that still make me a man? And then you have actor Jonah Hill, and I've always found his comedy style very down to earth, very improv, and I like things like that. It doesn't feel forced coming from this guy, and I've always found him hilarious because he reminds me of someone I would hang out with in high school, and when these two guys are on screen together, it makes for a great comedy duo. The banter back and forth, you buy into it, they play off each other very well. Now, like I said already, this movie is essentially just like 21 Jump Street, except they're going to college now. Yeah, beat for beat, this movie is very reminiscent to its predecessor, 21 Jump Street, but you know what? Along the way, between all these similar plot points, they have new gags, new jokes, and that brings me to my next point. This is a comedy movie, and what should a comedy movie do? It should make you laugh. Does this movie do that? Yeah. And one of the funniest scenes in the movie to me is when Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum go to visit Rob Wiggle, the main bad guy from the first movie, and that dude just steals the entire movie. Like, his one scene was the funniest thing throughout the movie, or at least to me it was. I can hear my neighbor's crotch rocket. By the way, did I mention my neighbor always wears karate outfits in his garage? I don't even think he's in karate. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I really like the comedy style of 22 Jump Street. It feels like improv comedy. There's little subtleties. It doesn't feel overly scripted. I like things like that because it feels like unexpected. You can never really guess where they're gonna go with every joke. Now, when the comedy in this movie works, it really works. When it doesn't, it just falls flat. You know, I'm either laughing hysterically throughout the movie or I'm not laughing at all. But you know what? Along the way, there was plenty of jokes, plenty of gags, and I'd say every 5 minutes or so there is a comedy beat that you're gonna laugh out loud, maybe chuckle, maybe giggle, I don't know. It depends on your personality traits or how much popcorn you have in your mouth, but I laughed quite a few times. Now, is 22 Jump Street better than 21 Jump Street? Well, in my opinion, I like 22 Jump Street. It is a funny comedy movie, but I think 21 Jump Street is overall a better comedy and a better movie. As far as which one's funnier, well, I'd say they're almost both even, but I just like the high school aspect of the first movie more. Yeah, I'm a sucker for high school movies, that coming to age story. I don't know what, I watch movies like The Breakfast Club, and I'm like, I want to be Emilio Estevez and go into a room and just scream until all the glass breaks. My only major complaint with 22 Jump Street is the third act of the movie. Does it have some funny things going on? Yeah, but the third act takes place in like Puerto Rico. It's like the spring break part of the movie, and it's the conclusion, the finale, and it just felt like it was going on a little bit too long for its own good. But once it ends, the comedy's not over yet. That's where it really picks back up again. Yeah, some of the best end credits you're probably ever going to see in your life, and some great social commentary on sequels in Hollywood. So 22 Jump Street, it's a good time, it's a funny comedy. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, well, it kind of dwindles a little bit. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. I'm gonna give it a solid B. That's an uppercut. So that's my review for 22 Jump Street. Now here's my question to you, and let me know down below, what did you think about the movie? Or let me know what your favorite comedy movie of the last 5 years is. And by the way, if you guys haven't watched my last movie night video where I do the last Flick Cave video ever, definitely check that out. I'll put the links down below. It's a good time. There's some popcorn, there's some movies, and there's little Lego toys I shoot with guns. Yeah.